I know that there's a lot of like feelings about this game, but from my perspective, you know, this is the Marvel game that they are trying to build into a platform. So they are doing a very good job, in my opinion, with bringing in stuff that people know, like not just like MCU shit, which is obvious because one of the primary characters is Miss Marvel and everyone's always asking who's that. But like, you know, if you love the Hulk, right? The more you play Hulk, the more shit you unlock. And then eventually you get this. Right? You get download starting. Chat, if you're going to pick up Avengers, the open beta is here, dude. Click that link. You know, so you get to see your version of the superhero that you associate with, that you like so much. You know, everyone's got shit like that. You know, like, and what's this one? Where's the original Sin one? Everyone was like all about, oh yeah, this is the original Sin armor. I'm not a huge Iron Man fan, but a bunch of people were like freaking the fuck out. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, like you get to, it's not just like you're Iron Man, like you're the version of Iron Man that you've always wanted to be, right? Like the one that you found to be coolest. You know, that coupled with the fact that you're organizing the way that you fight around specific attacks, which you really start to feel that in the higher difficulty modes. Like in the beginning, and this is all just my thoughts on the beta, right? The way that, you know, once you're specialized in a direction, it becomes really hard to fight any other way, which makes, one, it's a big advantage, but two, it's a vulnerability. So I feel like they have the nuts and bolts there to make a really good game, you know. And the thing about Marvel and the thing about them trying to do this as a platform or as a live service game means that, like, if something's in here and you don't know what it is yet, well, or if you have a version of a character that you just adore, it'll probably show up. What about Thor? Thor's not in the beta, so I don't know. But they would definitely be, I think they would be, I would hope that they put in, you know, Fat Thor or some derivative of that, which would be dope as shit. You know? You get to play Thor and Cap for like 2 minutes in the beginning of the intro. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so like there's a lot to this game if you are just a fan of if you're a fan of Marvel's universe, there is a lot to this game to love. And I said this before, but like this is a game that is made for Marvel fans. It's not a game that's made for everyone, right? And I'll never fault a developer for trying to specialize into something. I think that's when we get really, really amazing shit like Ghost of Tsushima. They've also, at least on this PC pass, I booted this up last night. I couldn't get it to, you know, you remember, you saw the 15 FPS problems we were having. I could not get it to chug like before. So 1 week, they saw the feedback. They fixed that. They added screen shake controls. They added a few more graphical options that I felt like, let me see if I can find them. They added some more graphical options that I felt like were really, you know, helpful. Yeah, like shake sensitivity, things like that. So, you know, and that's 1 week in the beta. And I know last week everyone was like, as always, doom, gloom, death, and demise about, you know, anything that's not perfect. But yeah, like we mentioned screen shake last week, it's adjustable now. My game was a solid 60 or 10. Yeah. So they added a few things, and I think that the thing that I enjoyed, or the thing that I noticed, is they have dynamic. This will scale down your resolution to make sure you don't lose FPS, which is dope. I know that some people might not think that's ideal, but for most people, this is an excellent backstop while they work on optimizing the game's drivers for whatever the fuck is out there. You know, so you can set screen shake to 1. You can set it so you're never going to drop below 60 FPS. And that, I did this, I set this up and I like went into a match and I tried to like set off as many fucking explosions as I could. And I couldn't get it to, like, obviously it wouldn't drop below 60, but I also didn't feel like suddenly my game looked like trash. I'll make sure that's on. This is something that they added again to increase the bet, like to make your player experience better. You know. It's a smart compromise fix, 100%, dude. Like if there's 50 explosions going off on my screen at once, I'm not going to notice if my game is in 1080p instead of 1440p for, you know, a second. Because it's fucking explosions. You know. So that's where I'm at. Let me figure out what's going on with Kevin and everybody over here.